Hello, this is Archive of Death, coming at you with another review. Today, I'll be looking at the Master Grade Zaku 2 2.0. Basically, the reason I'm doing this kit is it's something that a lot of people have done, so this is more me doing a test of a new system of reviews. I've got my hand on some reviewing or editing software, so hopefully I can make my reviews in the future a bit better for everyone involved. So, looking at this kit. Taking a look at the articulation, the head has a gimmick where the eye moves as the head moves. So when you turn it, the eye turns. It's a little stiff on this guy because of my top coating, which clouded up the eyes. But, it works. Goes up and down, forward and back a little, and basically goes wherever you need it. Shoulder spikes can come out and get out of the way, and then they can twist around. So basically you can put them wherever you want. Arm goes full 360, comes up about a 90. You can sort of push it a little more. It's got a joint on the inside where you push it forward, which basically lets you touch the arm to the other arm if you orient the shoulder correctly, which I am now fixing. There we go. For some reason the head keeps popping off, but that's fine. So, putting the arm back. Basically, the 2.0 kits have stellar articulation. You can see the elbow is, it's not quite a full 180, but it's just where the arm collides with itself, so that's okay. And then, if you take a look, we have the 2.0 hands. So every single finger, if you separate them, is individually articulated and has a knuckle joint with a ball-jointed thumb. The shield is just like the spike, so you can pretty much put it wherever you want. He can actually block himself. No real waist joint to speak of, but it's not that important. Side skirts can come in and out. Get out of the way. Little front skirts can also do the same. They actually move a surprising amount. And then the back skirt can get out of the way. And then this is where you store the bazooka later on. These thrusters have a little bit of move, but it basically doesn't do anything. So, taking the legs, you can see that's the waist joint I was talking about. It's got some, it's basically a ball joint. It doesn't do a lot. Legs can come forward, back pretty far. A nice 180 bend. You've got that spring in there, so it pretty much, those will go wherever you need them to, the energy cables. And then very well articulated feet. Goes really far forward. I'm actually surprised at that. Toe can bend. It's a little tough to get the toe to bend unless you've got it just in the right spot on the ankle. But yeah, that's the articulation of the Zaku 2 Master Grade. It's really good. Here's a picture of basically what you can do with it. Alright. So, next up, accessories. You can take the top of the head off, and you've got another one with the command antenna. And you actually get two versions of the command antenna, so you can just pick whichever you want. It's really easy, really simple. You saw it popping off on its own earlier. Just put it back on. It stays on fairly well until you start fiddling with the kit, and then things start to move. It's just basically true of everything. So, here is the internal of the gun's magazine. You can see it's got all the bullets individually molded. Didn't do the best paint job on this, but there's detail to pick out. So you just take the cover, put that on. There is actually a slot you have to fit it into. It only goes one direction. But once it's on, it's on. You can store that on the side skirt of the kit, if you would like. Though you only get one of these, so that means you're basically not using the machine gun. So, taking that off, we can grab the actual machine gun, which is here. You can see the scope moves out of the way, so you can put this back on. And there's the actual thing. The scope, I painted a clear green. It comes with a pink sticker, but I kind of liked the green better. It went better with the Zaku itself. Scope moves around. This secondary handle moves around, and overall it's pretty well detailed. Now, putting this into the hand, what you've got is a tab here, and there's a corresponding slot in the machine gun. And this is really solid. Just putting that tab in, he holds it just fine. But then you can wrap the fingers around, and that pretty much guarantees he won't drop it unless you want him to. You can knock it out every once in a while, but it's really not that big of a problem. So, moving him back out of the way, just getting him situated so we can grab the next accessory. Oh, he's not cooperating today. We have the Heat Hawk. So this actually comes in all gray when you get it. I painted this yellow here. But it comes with this clip. You can clip this to the Heat Hawk as seen here. And then you can put the Heat Hawk on the same slot as I put the ammo earlier. So what's nice about this guy is he can pretty much have every single one of his accessories at any time. And that's really solid. It's not going anywhere. Taking this out. Oops, drop the clip. Let me just put that back on the kit. There we go. So opening his hand up. See, it's got the same tab. This also has a corresponding slot. So we just simply put this into there. And Bob's your uncle. So, slight problem with this guy. It does stay in there, but the second you close the fingers, you pretty much are guaranteed to knock it off like that. But he holds, even without the tab, he holds it fine. It's a little bit looser, but yeah. So, putting that back on, we can come to what is by far my favorite accessory with this kit. Oh, situating a little more. Why won't you? Never do reviews. They don't cooperate. So, the Zaku Bazooka. This is the standard mode of it. You can see it's pretty decently sized. We've got this scope here, which has its own cover, which never comes off when you want it to. It's time to stab it. Stabby, stabby. Come on. You can do it. Almost. There's nothing more painful than trying to... There we go. And I also painted this one clear green. It was a theme. Yeah, that is the Zaku Bazooka. And this also has... It only has the tab for the right hand, oddly. I don't know why they decided... Oh, he's down. So it only fits in this hand. It's a little bit more tricky to get in than the actual machine gun. And as such, I decide not to show you on camera what it looks like. Because you can just trust me. I've done this before. It gets in the hand. You don't need to see it to believe it. Like I said, work in progress. Getting better at reviews. But, yep, there we go. He holds it just fine. It's pretty solid, but it's heavy enough that if you shake it, it'll drop it. But if he's just standing on your shelf with it, it's totally fine. But the best part of this, you can rip it apart. You've got this other back, which actually looks like it has something in it. Focus. Focus. There we go. So, basically you're turning it into a Dom bazooka, which I appreciate. So just throw that on there, pop the front off. You get the superior front, which is just... This is really cool looking. The original bazooka is nice. Oh, this moves too, if you wanted to. But yeah, much bigger bazooka. And I totally forget to show this off, but this fits on his backpack. You'll see that in a picture later. Yeah, it's actually as big as the kit almost. Now this is tough to get into hand. Since it's got like a shoulder mount, but the hand doesn't tilt far enough to actually get into the slot. Basically, you just don't use the tab in this configuration, and he'll hold it just fine, especially resting it on his shoulder. It kind of just keeps it all together. Yeah, see, holding it just fine. It's not even tabbed in right now. But this Zaku will shoot the heavens if he wants to. Or tilt it down and actually not look so silly. Yeah. That is the accessories that come with the Zaku 2. And here's what it looks like fully loaded for war. You gotta love how that guy looks. So, couple of height comparisons. Here is the Zaku 2 standing next to the RX-78 2. This is my G3 version. You can see they look surprisingly good together, even though this guy is not the one we all know from the anime. Getting him to stand up a little straighter, you can see the Zaku is about... Oh god, it's like... Oh no! Sorry. He's about the same height as the RX-78 2. Yeah. They look pretty decent together. Backing the camera up a little bit, you can just see these two overall. So final thoughts on this kit. It's obviously amazing. This is definitely one of the best Master Grades that Bandai has come out with. Until they come out with a 3.0, which they probably will in the next year, it is very much worth picking up. Which version you get is up to you. There's the Char, there are a couple different versions of the green, but they're all pretty good. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Hope you found this good. If you think this is a good idea the way I'm doing these now, please let me know, or if I've totally done everything wrong. Thanks you guys for watching, and have a good one. Bye.